Alright, so there's a TikTok trend, or YouTuber trend, however you want to look at it, that's been going around. It's been kind of around for a little bit, and I just left Walmart, and it made me think about it. And when I really put it into like perspective, it's kind of wrong. Like, really wrong. Okay, so you'll see these guys, with their channels, they'll go out and they're like, hey, do you have anything to spare? Looking for somebody who's going to be generous. And the person who goes, hey, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. I want to be generous. I'm going to, give you something out of my cart. That person goes, cool, how much did you pay for your groceries? It might be 10, 20, 50, $100. And they go, hey, I'm going to pay for your groceries for being generous. But at the same time, isn't that kind of wrong? I mean, yeah, I get it. It's a nice thing to do, and you're giving back for those who are being generous. But isn't it kind of only targeting people that can afford to give? I mean, yeah, some people can't afford to give and they still give anyway. But what about that mom who could only afford baby formula, milk, eggs, and some bread, and then you come and ask her and you're like, no. And then you got this single guy in college who really don't care, who's living off of mommy and daddy, and he's like, yeah, I feel generous. Yeah, bro, here, have some snack packs, and you know what? Have some eggs. I don't even need these. And you're like, hey, I'm gonna pay for all your groceries. Like, bet, my mom already paid for them too. And I kind of look at that situation, and yeah, it's not always like that. But at the same time, isn't that kind of what's happening? I mean, it might be one or the other more or less, but I feel like that's kind of like 50-50. I mean, if you're going to just pay for someone's groceries, find the person who's walking around with a bunch of kids who look like, they really can't afford it. Because they're the ones who probably really need that. And if you're going up to someone like me, who, yeah, more than likely, if I'm not broke at the end of the month and I can afford to give it to you, I'm gonna give it to you. Why? Because I can afford to give it to you, and then you're just gonna pay for all my groceries. That kind of defeats the purpose of helping the generous be generous. I know I'm kind of just cycling it around, but it's like a rich person has money to give, and it's like, hey, you know what, since you donated, we're gonna pay your house note for you, while the mom's struggling on the side. Hey, can you donate to charity? No, I can't. Okay, pay your own house note. It's like, I get the purpose of the trend, but it's not exactly okay in my seat. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this real quick and just throw it out there. So, I got work in a few hours. Anyway, keep things good out there, guys. If you're gonna be generous, be generous.